Welcome to EngineCraft Garage. Today we're going to be doing an interesting fix on this mower deck here. You can see there's a lot of rust holes all around. And I did try welding in a patch panel. That didn't go so well, as you can see. I have a 80 amp welder that's 120, and no matter what voltage I put it at, I just blew right through this 22 gauge steel. So I want to try a different route. And what we're going to try today is this Bondo Extreme Metal Reinforced Filler. And this stuff is supposed to be strong enough to where you can drill and tap it. So I'm going to be filling in these large holes with Bondo just to see if it'll work. I'm not too concerned about this mower deck. It's pretty beat up and rough, as you can tell. It goes on my wheel horse tractor, and this will still cut grass, not efficiently. We're gonna see if we can put some body filler in here and see if this will work. I mean, if it can work for the quarter panels of cars, this should work just fine. I wish this came in a bigger container. This stuff is going to be hard to work with because it's only a 2 to 3 minute set time. I think it's a 20-minute cure, and then if you want to drill and tap it, it's 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, working time 3 to 4 minutes. 20-minute cure before finishing, and then if you want to drill and tap, it does say 24 hours, I believe, for that. So let's get the mixing, and I don't know if I should go fill this from the bottom or the top. I'm just going to go ahead and fill it from the top. That way I can sand that down and make a decent finish on it, or to see if any of this will work as intended. Let's see from the top here how bad some of this is. And hopefully this Bondo is super thick. That's what I'm hoping. I guess we'll find out. I just want to see the consistency of this Bondo, if it's metal reinforced. It's pretty tacky. It's not too bad. Gives you that good old Bondo smell. So we're just going to lay some on here. Just like that. And we'll do a small one to work with first, and then we'll just start working from there. I'm just going to eyeball this. Oh, you got to pierce the top. All right, I pierced the top. Let's drip some of this over it. Yeah, that should be good. All right, give it a good stir. Let's get to working with it. And it's doing exactly what I thought it would do. Probably got to wait for it to tack up a little bit more. All right, so what I did to fill the big holes, and I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea or what, but on the other side for these really large holes here, I put some Bondo on a piece of paper and then stuck it to the other side and then filled it as it's hardening up like this. And I'm hoping what will happen is it'll be enough to harden here, and then on the opposite side, since I just put paper there, I can just sand all of that off. Not a big deal. So hopefully that will hold and cure to fill these big holes. Because besides doing it this way, what you can do is, well, what you're supposed to do is use like a wire mesh that goes on the opposite side. But I don't have any, so we're just gonna do it this way and hope that it holds. So I just gotta stick some more paper in here. You see how large this hole is? Right there. So I'll put some paper in there, and then I'll show you what it looks like after I fill it. All right, so here we are. Here's all the patches done. Now, does it look great? No. But I always want to, I'm not striving for perfection here. I just want to make sure that this deck is usable. Basically, I'm going for functionality. I just want to make sure this deck functions properly. I'm not going for a full restoration here. I might do full restorations in the future. I don't know. It's just the amount of time is what really stops me from doing that. But what we're going to do is we're going to allow this to set up for 24 hours. And then I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to knock this all down with a sander. And again, it's not going to look perfect, but it should be all smooth. And all these patches here. All right, so I let this, it's probably been 2 days now. I let this stuff harden, and it's pretty hard. At this point, they say this is drillable and tappable, so I think this should work out just fine for this mower deck, covering the rust. Basically now, I just have to bring the sander over this, and since it's bondo, I'm going to be throwing on a mask and running a vacuum. Did a little test piece over here just to see how well it sands. It sands down pretty good. So I'm going to start sanding this, get the vacuum going, and then look at it again, see if there's any spots that need to be refilled. And I think from there, we can begin starting taping things off so we can get this painted. All right, the next step, since this is all sanded down now, I'm gonna go through the whole bottom and spray rust reformer on this. A lot of people use like graphite paint and stuff like that on here. And while graphite paint works great because it makes it kind of like non-stick, it's extremely expensive. So if you guys want to protect your mower decks, the best thing to do is just to clean them regularly. What rusts them out is the wet grass sticking to the bottom and not coming off. Just like that, the whole thing's painted on the bottom with the rust reformer. So we're gonna let this dry for a day, and then we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the other side, but we're not gonna use rust reformer. On the other side, we're gonna use this Rust-Oleum gloss protective enamel. It's the red, so it's not gonna match, but it'll be close enough. And this stuff is pretty good for stopping rust. Just gonna put a thick coat of this on all the spots that we need to hit, and it should turn out okay-ish. It's been a day or so, and the deck turned out pretty decent. Everything's covered in the rust reform, so I'm happy with that. Now it's time to put the blades on. I sharpened these. I mean, these are still pretty rough blades, but I did sharpen them. Now I want to put these on to make sure that the clearance is good on them. And as far as these bolts go, I'm going to put a little bit of anti-seize on them because they were a little tough getting out. So, just a little dab on there. Nothing hits there. Perfect. Oh, we got full clearance around here. Some close spots, but nothing hitting. Good. Time to flip it over, start taping some stuff off, and painting. There's just a couple of stickers over on the side that are original to it that I wanted to tape off just because they're in decent condition. One is the model number of the deck and everything. But other than that, we're using this Rust-Oleum Gloss Protective Enamel Cherry. I think this color is definitely off from this, but we're gonna get it as good as we can. We'll give it a nice light coat first. There's some pinholes that I missed, but overall, I think I got 90% of it. All right, that's one coat on it. Once this dries, I'll probably put maybe another 1 or 2, and then we'll come back in and take a look at it. I ended up coming in here and doing a little bit of fine sanding just because it was looking a little rough. And I did end up finding a few pinholes there, and a decent sized one there. So I am going to go back and fill those, and then I'm going to continue sanding. And I really don't like the color of this. It's a little too bright. So I did buy some darker paint, and hopefully that will tone it down a little bit, because if you can see, obviously this is extremely faded, but the color difference is pretty drastic. So I'm going to buy some different, or I already bought some different color paint, and hopefully that will tone it down a little bit. Well, as you can see, the mower deck is now completed. The original color that I painted it was this cherry, Rust-Oleum cherry. It was a little too bright. And the darkest that I could find in this protective enamel was this sunrise red. Learn to talk. And that kind of darkened it a little bit. It's still not close to what the tractor is. It's still quite a bit darker, but I think this will match up a little bit better. I'll bring you in here and just show you. It's not perfect, but it's going to be a functional mower deck, and we're not going to have a whole bunch of holes and grass blowing out everywhere. So here's the overtop. You can see all the spots where I bondoed it. I still got to put this back on, which is just a pin that slides in here. But I think overall, I think it turned out pretty decent. Get all the stickers off. But I can't really show you it in use because, you know, it's snowing, or it stopped snowing. Now there's just a whole lot of snow. So maybe in the summer I'll give you an update video or something like that. Come on, shut. I don't heat out. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. If you stayed this long, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is just one of many projects that I got going on, so if you guys liked the video, check out my channel. I release a new video almost every Friday, and I'll see you in the next one.